Do you have trouble sleeping at night? Do you feel stressed when you don't remember things? Do your friends tell you that you have great ideas, but you feel like nothing ever comes of them? If this describes you, you are treating your brain like a pincushion. Every thought you have is like a tiny little needle placed directly into your skull. And every time you shift your attention, you have to pull that needle out. Oh, but wait, I need to remember this. Put the needle in, pull the needle out, put the needle in, pull the needle out, and over and over and over and over and over. You know the problem, you know the answer. People have told you, oh, just write it down. Just start journaling, man. It's really simple. So you've tried it all. You've used Notepad, Windows Sticky Notes, Notion, Obsidian, Google Notes, Apple Notes, Evernote. So many notes. But then you get disoriented. How are you supposed to organize all of this? I want to keep notes to organize things, but then I have to organize my notes. But I have the notes because I'm not good at organizing. It doesn't make any sense. Maybe you've watched YouTube videos of giga nerds saying things like, oh, well, these are my notes, and this is my Zettelkasten, and I use this graph to look for links and information, so I can write more notes. Who cares? I'm not like you. I don't like taking notes for taking notes. Screw the graph. Give me something useful. I don't want to waste time and energy messing around with tools and systems. I want peace of mind, and I want it to be easy. If there's something I need to write down and check next week, I don't want to dig through files or Notion pages or scroll endlessly through my phone just to find it. But guess what? You still got to write it down anyway. And if you have had the displeasure of a public education, school has sucked the joy of writing out of you. Writing is something you do when you have to prove to a state bureaucrat that you read Nathaniel Hawthorne over the weekend. No wonder kids spend so much time on their phones and playing League of Legends. They spend all their youth writing about crap they don't care about. I tried and failed to keep personal notes for 5 years out of college. I tried one big Microsoft Word file. I tried Notepad files. I tried Notion. I tried this guy who sold templates for Notion. I tried Obsidian. I tried handwriting. I tried Post-it notes. I tried bookmarks. I tried highlighting. I tried everything I could think of, and it all sucked. And I didn't understand why. Was I not putting in the effort? Or were all these tools just missing the point? 2 years ago, I discovered the truth, and today I will share it with you. I am not exaggerating when I say this note-taking app cured my insomnia. I used to spend hours trying to get to sleep, and I did not understand why. Was it the late-night video games? Was it blue light? Did I need more melatonin? Oh, I needed to eat more fruit. It was none of that. My brain was a pincushion, and when I wanted to go to sleep and turn it off, guess what? It was still a pincushion, little needles, in and out, 24/7. But when I started taking notes with this app, it cured my insomnia in 2 months. I've never had trouble getting to sleep since then. It's easy and so useful that it upsets me that I ever live without it. I'm going to give you a crash course in the only note-taking app that makes it easy to build the durable, lifelong habit of writing down your best ideas. So what is this app? It's called Logseq, and here's why it's the best. The problem with apps like Notion, Obsidian, and Google Keep Notes is that they give you a place to write down your thoughts, but it's entirely up to you to define the structure. If your brain was structured, you wouldn't need the app in the first place, would you? Logseq gives structure to your ideas in a way that's intuitive, obvious, and easy to search whenever you need to remember something. The app is built from the ground up to give your ideas structure, not just write them down. It has daily journals, flashcards, whiteboards, and the best ebook annotations I have ever seen. And I've been using computers for 20 years now. You install Logseq like any other program. Go to their website in the description, run the setup file, and you're done. Now open it up, and it should look like this. Click Add a Graph and choose a folder on your computer to store all your notes. The first thing I do is go to Settings and change the dark mode to save my eyeballs. I also set the accent color to red to get the actually black background. Now we're ready to start writing. Notice something already? The first thing that pops up when you open the app is your daily journal. This is part of what makes Logseq great. If you got to take a note, you open up the app and just write it in your journal. You don't have to pick what page your note goes onto. You can do that stuff later, and it's super easy. But what's this? There's another thing that's different. There's a bullet point next to my cursor. Every note in Logseq, without exception, is a bullet-pointed list. Why is that? Because we don't think in straight lines. We have thoughts, and then we have thoughts about thoughts, and then we have thoughts about thoughts about thoughts, and then sometimes we have a thought about the original thought, and we need a way to organize that without having to shift paragraphs around all the time. Bullet-pointed lists are perfect at capturing this natural flow of thought. If you try writing that in paragraphs like in Notion, you spend more time structuring your idea than writing down the idea. Now, every bullet point in Logseq is called a block, and capturing your ideas in blocks makes them easier to organize. If you have a thought about what you just wrote down, just press enter and tab, write down what you're thinking, and bam, it's there. Because all of your thoughts are separated into blocks, you can label each idea with a hashtag. For example, if you write a joke, just type hashtag joke, and now when you search your notes, you can find every joke you've ever written by typing hashtag joke into the search bar. You can either click the magnifying glass in the upper left, or you can press Ctrl K to start searching your notes. You can also click on the hashtag and see where it's used in all of your notes. But it gets even better. If you type hashtag card, the block instantly becomes a flashcard. To review it, press the flashcards button on the left, and every day you can review things that you've written months ago. And all you have to do is click that button. It uses spaced repetition and the Anki method to make sure that you memorize things that you want to memorize. Why is this not in every note-taking app? Now, I see funny memes on the internet every day, and saving them is so easy with Logseq. I just screenshot the image in my browser, type hashtag meme into Logseq, and I paste the image in. And if I type a short description, I have the meme forever and an easy way to find it in my notes. No more scrolling through screenshots on my phone to find a meme I saw months ago. It's all right there and easy to find. I use ShareX to take easy screenshots. I'm going to link to that in the description because it's really useful. Now, this part's just for the computer nerds. All of these notes are in Markdown, which means if you have a code snippet, you can use the triple tilde followed by the language name to paste in your code and get instant code highlighting. I do this all the time to save snippets for PowerShell commands. Sometimes you'll want to take notes about something, but you don't want to put it in your daily journal. You don't really care when you wrote it down. Now, just like other note-taking apps, you can create a page by using double square brackets. I always create a new page by referencing it in my daily journal, so I know when I started working on it. But of course, if you take a lot of notes on one page for a long time, it's hard to read a bunch of bullet points that all look the same. So if you right-click on the bullet point, you can change the block into a heading or highlight it to a different color. It makes your notes way easier to read at a glance. And if you want to add emojis to make it look nicer, just press Windows key and period to open the emoji keyboard. That's a pretty useful tip in general. It's easy to keep track of your to-do list with Logseq as well. Just type to-do in all caps, and the bullet point will turn into a checkbox. Now you can mark something as done when it's done. But if you're like me, big to-do lists can be a bit intimidating. You see it and you're like, oh man, I have so much to do. In my opinion, it's better to write down the problems you want to solve instead of the things you have to do. I make a page called 99 Problems. Then I write down problems to fix as to-do items. And then I check them off after I fix the problem. It's more motivating to see to-do lists as problem solving instead of rote obligations. So all this note-taking stuff is cool, but what if you're more of a visual learner? Logseq's whiteboards have got you covered. It's an amazing tool for making mood boards, gathering references, and drawing things out. It's a good replacement for a tool like PureRef if you've ever used that. Maybe you're learning how to cook and want to put a bunch of cooking videos in one place. Just copy the URL of the video, paste it to a whiteboard, and bam, you can watch it right there. You can do the same thing in your normal notes too. Now, to me, this next feature is really killer, especially if you're a college student or you like reading ebooks. If you drag and drop a PDF into Logseq, not only can you read it on the side while you take your notes, you can highlight sections of text, click a color, and paste it directly into your notes. When you do that, not only do you copy the text, but it shows the exact page number you got it from, and when you click it, it opens the PDF right where you highlighted. This is incredible when you're reviewing your notes and need more context. Sometimes you'll be taking notes and need to look at other notes while you're writing. If you right-click a block or right-click a page, you can open it in the sidebar and read it as you're taking notes. I do this a lot when I'm writing scripts for videos. Since Logseq is fully open source, there are a ton of plugins that are easy to download and make Logseq prettier and easier to use. Here are some plugins that I think are essential for anyone using Logseq. Click Plugins, then click Marketplace, and you can search through all the amazing plugins Logseq has to offer. Install Awesome UI first, which makes the UI look way better and easier to read. Then install Awesome Styler to pick and choose the colors for your notes. Awesome Links makes the links you paste look a lot better. The Banners plugin lets you customize pages with cool banners, just like in Notion. Just type banner and 2 colons at the top of the file, then paste a link to the banner image surrounded by quotes. Leave the page and come back later and the banner will be updated. You can also give your page an icon with an icon property, the same way. Use the Windows key period shortcut to set an emoji for a nice looking icon. Now, if you install the Block Calendar add-on, you can also add this easy-to-see calendar to the Daily Journal banner. Any day that has to-do items that haven't been done will be highlighted in pink. It's really easy to see what you haven't done at a glance. So where do all these notes get saved? They get saved directly to your computer in the folder you put in at the beginning. Every image you copy paste, every file you drag and drop into Logseq gets saved into that folder. That means you can back up all of your notes by dragging and dropping the folder into Google Drive. Or you can drag and drop them onto a USB stick or sync them to the cloud. And if you choose to sync your notes to the cloud, you get access to your notes directly from your phone. You just install the Logseq app on iOS or Android and you're good to go. You can set up cloud syncing for free using GitHub, or if you're fine with paying $5 a month, you can donate to Logseq and set up cloud sync in the settings. So all of this is more than enough to get started with Logseq and take meaningful notes. I've been using this tool for years, and ever since then, I've slept better, worked smarter, and felt confident that all of my incredible thoughts are somewhere meaningful. That's all for today. Good night, and God bless America.